If you're a Nigerian and you've not come across Saida Boj, then you have been busy learning the new approved national anthem. For the past few days, the news of Saida Boj has been trending for the very bad reasons on every blog in Nigeria. And just like MTN, she's everywhere you go. This is because Saida Boj has been publicly cancelled by a lot of Nigerians, celebrities, the government authorities, and most especially social media giant companies such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook because of a single statement she made in a podcast. What did she say in the 2-hour-long podcast that resulted in this magnitude of condemnation from these powerful people? Saida Boj said that 20 million naira was all she needed for any man to sleep with her. It is understanding that Nigerians would bash her for this kind of statement. But how did it escalate so much to trigger the involvement of the Nigerian authorities and most especially global social media giants? Well, to understand how Saida Boj's statement got to the level of destroying her life, we have to take it back to the very beginning. Now, if you're familiar with Saida Boj's upbringing, you will know the possibilities of her saying all those kind of stuff she said in the podcast was unlikely. Sarah Idaji Ojone, widely recognized by her nickname Saida Boj, was raised in a privileged family background and currently lives in Abuja with a family that provided her all the financial needs while growing up. Her father is an Igala man from Kogi State, while her mother is from Edo State. However, Saida Boj was born in Delta State on September 4th in the Gen Z year of 2001, which means she is merely 22 years old. She is the eldest of 4 siblings and the sixth in a family of 6. Growing up in Abo, Delta State, Saida Boj began her basic education there before her family made extra money. And just like most average Nigerians would do, they relocated to Abuja, where she continued her education. After her primary and secondary school education, she proceeded to the American University of Nigeria, Yola, Adamawa State, where she graduated with a bachelor's degree in mass communication. Thinking that her American University of Nigeria got her American certificate, Saida Boj began looking for a job, but Nigeria humbled her. That was when she remembered her long childhood desire to become an actress. After numerous attempts to become an actress, she failed. She tried becoming a skit maker, but she failed. She then tried becoming a social media commentator and nearly was failing until she had a clash with Very Dark Man. The catalyst for Saida Boj's surge into the limelight was her controversial dispute with Very Dark Man. The rift stemmed from Very Dark Man's controversial remarks about women, specifically his assertion that they engage in explicit activities to fulfill their desires, a sentiment echoing the lyrics of song by Odumodu Black, which says, "If she no F, if she no suck, who go pay her wig and handbag?" In response, Saida Boj took a stand against Very Dark Man, strongly defending her dignity and advocating for women's rights. This clash unfolded online, with both parties airing their views and sentiments, leading to heated and widely debated arguments. A lot of people applauded her, especially women siding with her because she was on the good side of women's morality and speaking up to defend women's dignity. Saida Boj quickly captured public interest, amassing a substantial following on various social media platforms, with Instagram being a notable highlight. She was loved by many, but how did the love suddenly turn to hate? Even Buhari never get this kind of hate. Saida Boj has tasted fame through controversy, and she understands that the more controversial she speaks, the more famous she will become. In her mind, she began thinking that every publicity is still publicity. Recently, Nedu and his team invited Saida Boj to their podcast, The Honest Boj, for her to share her opinion and discuss the definition of what relationships, dating, and marriage should be. Nedu and her team were expecting her to come and defend the dignity of women, which is what gave her her fame in the first place. However, Saida Boj had other things in mind. She accepted the invitation to have a platform where she could say what would make her even more popular without knowing that it would end her promising career. On the 27th of May 2024, Saida Boj appeared on the podcast where they talked about dating. Just a single statement from the middle of the 2-hour-long podcast grabbed everyone's attention. In all of Saida Boj's extreme views on the podcast about relationship and marriage, the very one that sparked massive outrage on social media is the one where she said if a man can spend up to 20 million naira on her weekly, he can get in between her legs. Before you know it, an old video of Saida Boj crying over heartbreak surfaced on the internet, as people said that she had been heartbroken before, which made her not to believe in love anymore. This got many Nigerians angry and triggered that they began bashing her. A Nigerian guy dumped girlfriend for supporting Saida Boj's statement. This is to tell you how serious their anger was. A lot of them made videos, while some expressed themselves on Twitter. Celebrities joined in bashing her as well, as they openly called on EFCC to investigate her and immediately arrest Saida Boj. The same week the podcast dropped, the First Lady of Nigeria cautioned Nigerian ladies of immoral behavior. She said we need to caution our young girls about indecent dressing and immoralities. However, instead of Saida Boj rendering an apology after the backlash of her statement, she began replying to public figures who openly called her out one after the other. This got many even more angry that they started calling for immediate arrest of Saida Boj. While referencing the First Lady's speech, Nigerians called on the police and EFCC to use her as a scapegoat for what the First Lady was talking about. However, within 24 hours, TikTok banned her and deleted her account. Before its suspension, she had approximately 1.3 million followers on the platform. Instagram also banned Saida Boj's account with over 300,000 followers just a few hours after TikTok deleted her account. Before you could know it, Facebook followed suit and banned her Facebook account with over 600 followers. She was practically chased out of social media. When Nigerians thought it was time for her to finally apologize for her statement, Saida Boj opened another social media profile saying, "You all are happy that my Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram account with over millions of followers got deleted." She assured them that she was back and would keep opening new accounts if they kept deleting her pages. She said if Nigerians used the same energy they all used to report her to work hard in their life, that 20 million naira would be nothing to them. That same day, she also posted a video to show that she was not in pain that her social media accounts were deleted, as she headed to club with her friends to go and party and have a good time. While others were bitterly angry, some were using it to create content, funny content such as this one.
Okay. What is it? I will confess. I will confess. What is that? I will confess. Let me swear for Saidaboj. Let me swear for Saidaboj. Let me swear for the gay. My back. Oh, let me swear for Saidaboj. Yes, my back is scratching me.
I want that to be healing. You went to the movie.
Let me swear for Saidaboj. Let me swear for the girl.
Which girl? This girl.
Let me swear for the girl.
Ever since then, Nigerians have been calling on blogs to stop posting and promoting her, as they have totally cancelled her. This may ruin her potential to get an endorsement deal as a content creator, or even ruin her remaining career, because brands wouldn't want to work with someone with that kind of bad and negative publicity. On the other hand, it could also be a breakthrough because Nigerians don't really value cancel culture. However, one celebrity who supported her, Seun Kuti, also got a lot of backlash on Instagram. Seun Kuti defended Saida Boj, saying Nigerians bashing her are just hypocrites and people who are jealous. Meanwhile, I did a video about why Emade Adeleke hates Davido. The hatred was noticed in her interviews with Pulse, and people started asking why it seems she hates Davido. So if you want to know why, click on the video that is showing on the screen and go and watch the video before this very video ends. Click on it now.